Harrison will.
Hello, welcome to Two Mics One Mac. I'm your host Bennett Spear with my boy Sam.
How's it going?
How was your weekend, Sam?
My weekend was just fine, although I don't really do much. I just work.
Just work, just Target.
I've been playing a lot of Magic, but that's not something anyone wants to hear me talk about.
I see that you're enjoying our new recording studio.
Nice segue. That's right. We're currently in a recording studio. Isn't that fancy?
Yeah, we talked about it on the bonus episode a little bit because it was a fucking ordeal to get this room.
Oh, I forgot to ask, how did you actually get this room? Like, was it...
We managed, one of our producers actually managed to...
Our only producer
actually managed to acquire this room. But what he didn't tell us was how to actually get in, or like a key, or anything like that. We had to call in the student people, the fucking security guards.
Security guards?
Not security guards.
Not
like
student life?
Not student life. It's campus guards. Campus security.
Okay. What?
Campus police.
Okay.
Campus police. God, why wasn't I thinking?
Cut that.
No.
But no, so you had to call the campus police to get into the recording studio?
Yes. And then we get in here, and it's this fucking storage closet of a room.
Yeah, actually, fun fact, we left our class early, and me and Harrison's in the corner, by the way. Say hi, Harrison.
Hey!
Yeah, he's here. But no, me and Harrison were walking around looking for this room, and we looked in all the recording studios, and all of them were dark. We saw the light on in this one, but we also saw it was a storage closet and walked past it.
Yeah.
We didn't expect this.
You didn't expect this?
No, I expected...
Just us in the fucking corner of the room?
I expected the closet room. It's the size of a closet.
I don't know. And then we got the piano player playing in the background still.
I'm pretty sure that it's not picked up on the mic, though, so I think we're good.
All right, so this episode is going to run a little short because we're running low on time here in our recording studio.
But that's okay.
I could even call it that.
But that's okay, because less of us is probably better.
Nah, they want to hear more of us. They want to hear us speak. That's why they're avid listeners.
True, all 30 of them.
All 30.
Ish.
Let's say that. Positive. You gotta keep a positive attitude,
We're gonna be
man.
rich. It's gonna be great. We'll start off today. What movies have you been seeing lately?
Oh, I saw two movies recently. I saw Bohemian Rhapsody, and I saw mid-90s.
Okay, so I've seen the trailers for Bohemian Rhapsody. I have not even heard of mid-90s.
Mid-90s. You know Jonah Hill?
Yes.
It's written and directed by Jonah Hill.
I'm interested.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's definitely going to be nominated for an Oscar this year, hands down, which would make up for it because of its poor budget input.
Oh?
Yeah, it drew in $3 million, which is horrible for a big movie like that.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, but it'll get nominated for an Oscar, and it's going to make its money like that.
Was it a good movie?
It was amazing. Oh my god.
What was it about?
It's about this kid living in the mid-90s. Weird, I know. And he gets in with these kids who's kind of a bad crowd, but they're also really cool to him, and really nice to him. And he actually learns a lot. So it's a bit of a coming-of-age story, Huh. The only really gripe with it is that it's short. It's only 90 minutes long, and I really feel like they should have spent more time diving deeper into the characters, trying to flesh them out more, make them bigger and grander and whatever,
Yeah, I can understand that.
So, I really don't have much else to say about this movie. Like, go watch this movie.
Just a really good Oscar nomination-worthy coming-of-age story?
Exactly, yeah. Just go see this movie. Mid-90s. Jonah Hill, written, directed. What's Sonny Jasek? Let's find out his name right now. Let's check the good old Google machine.
It's gonna give you an IMDb link.
Yep. And go to IMDb. If the Wi-Fi isn't total garbage, don't you hate that?
Oh yeah, our Wi-Fi is garbage here.
Yeah. Sonny Suljic.
Okay.
Great actor.
Oh,
great guy. They were kid actors. They were all child actors, and they were all amazing. What the fuck? That never happens.
Yeah, that is rare.
Remember when you watched The Last Airbender?
I remember not watching that movie on purpose, yes.
Yeah. And the fucking child actors were just so awful.
But I've seen clips.
It was like when they're looking off and they're seeing the sign cues, like the line cues that are just off screen.
Also, from what I've seen of the movie, their line delivery was really not good.
No, not even in the trailer.
Yeah, not even in the trailer or the YouTube videos I watched that make fun of it. Like, I could tell just from the line delivery, it was just kind of flat. Oh. I mean, like, no offense to the children, I'm sure they did the best they could, but God, that movie was awful.
Oh my God, it was bad.
All right, but we're not here to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm still trying to pretend that didn't exist. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Yes, that is a movie that I saw, and no, I liked it. I really enjoyed that movie.
It looked really good.
I don't know. Like, I looked on to the reviews for Bohemian Rhapsody. I actually really want to talk about this, and they weren't very good. You know, and so I was curious as to why that was. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized that no one really got what they wanted out of this movie. And I don't know what they were expecting, because I thought this movie was amazing.
Well, what do you think? Okay, what did you get out of the movie?
So, it's not perfect. It wasn't perfect. I do have gripes with it. There were a lot of cheesy moments. I thought there were a lot of stupid points. But overall, I thought it was solid, you know? It's not a perfect movie by any means. It's just fun. You know?
Yeah.
There are points you, like, look at the theater and you see everyone just bopping their head and just, like, really getting into the beat of the whole thing.
It's good music.
It's great music. You know, the music was amazing.
Yeah.
What's his name? Rami Malek, who plays Freddie Mercury.
Right.
Steals the show. He's amazing.
It's hard for any even facsimile of Freddie Mercury to not steal a show, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of person he is.
He owned the character. No, he really owned him.
Yeah, the actor did really good.
Yeah. And, not a lot of the shots were stellar, but, you know, it's a movie. What you gonna do?
It happens.
Wasn't completely accurate, and people were griping about that. And I'm like, what are you expecting?
They wanted a documentary.
Yeah, they wanted, like, a bio. It's a biopic. Of course they're gonna make things, like, not as good as you know. Am I making sense here?
Yeah. No, I know.
Of course they're gonna make some parts of the movie more fantasized than they actually were, you know? But I started looking into these reviews, right? And the more I read them, the more I realized that they didn't get what they were expecting, or they didn't get as much as they wanted, you know? Because Freddie Mercury, like, Queen is weird among bands. Queen is really weird among bands.
That one.
It's 40 years. It's a 40-year-old band.
Yeah, still great.
Everyone knows who they are. Everyone has an opinion on this band.
Absolutely.
And so, as a result, everyone has a different opinion of this band.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, people went in expecting their opinion to be validated.
Exactly.
And,
you know, some people wanted the movie to focus more on his homosexuality. Some people wanted it to focus more on his AIDS. Some people wanted it to focus more on the band itself, and not so much just Freddie Mercury.
Right.
You know? But, you know, like, really, what do you expect? Here, let's look up a review that's going to help prove my point.
Oh, boy.
Right now. Let's go.
While you look up that review, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Biopic? I've always heard it biopic.
Biopic.
Biopic?
Biographical picture.
Yeah. No, I get what it is. I've never heard it pronounced any other way.
Biopic? Biopic?
Is it a Midwestern thing? Is that just a Midwest thing?
Yeah.
Because I've only ever heard biopic.
Biopic? That sounds stupid.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I've never really thought about it, but you're absolutely right. I don't really watch many biopics, so it's like...
Biopics?
I normally hear the word biopic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also what I learned, like, it was released in the UK in a week before it was released in the States. And it was released in the state, like, it was at 50% in the UK. Then it gets released in the States, bumps up by 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
America.
So, I don't know if that has something to do with the British, like, not being hopeful or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know. It may just be a British wanted something different from the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
There's so many reasons. What are some of the reviews?
There was this one by NBC. It was talking about her, about the homosexuality, you know, and it didn't tackle enough on it, even though the movie totally did that.
Right.
It spent the entire induction, it was like giving strange looks towards men, you know?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, some people might say, that's not enough! And I'm like, what do you want?
Do you want a full-on 20-minute gay sex scene? I don't... Where do you want me to take this?
That's just one Tame Impala performance. What are you talking about? Where's the link? What the hell? Why did it link me to this? Here it is. Bohemian Rhapsody. Fucking...
Oh man, someone needs to get ad block. Oh my god.
I have ad block.
Wow, it's not helping.
Fuck this. Okay, we're doing a different review. Technical difficulties.
The technical difficulty being he needs to be a subscriber to see that review.
Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, fuck that.
Oh, here it is. By thesalon.com.
Ooh,
by Aaron Keane.
Very socially
and
left.
We're also going to...
I think I'm going to guess where... I'm pretty sure I know where this review is going to be coming from.
We're going to open who the writer is in a different tab so we have a good idea of who she is. Aaron Keane, ERIN, KEANE.
Bennett has decided to go all in on calling out this one very specific salon writer.
One very specific salon writer who I do not like.
Can't wait to see what the review was.
There's a more thrilling, more erotic, and even possibly anarchic movie sleeping inside the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. Ready, if only it had been awakened to transport the viewer right into the belly of alchemic crucible in which a rock legacy is forged. Okay, stop. First of all, what the fuck are you talking about?
God.
It's a dumb movie about Queen. Or not dumb.
Yeah,
but
that was
not dumb.
You couldn't see it, but I wagged my finger disapprovingly when he said
Fun,
that.
yeah.
Great for an audio podcast, I know.
It only been awakened to viewer right in the belly of the alchemic crucible.
Okay, so fun fact, this is why I don't...
With the hippy dippy shit.
Yeah, this is actually why I don't normally read reviews for most things I enjoy. Because... more specifically art, though. Because it tends to go really over my head, first off, obviously, because, you know. But secondly, it feels like they just bring out a thesaurus. And then use the biggest words they can find.
Just because you use big words doesn't make your review any more better. Or any better than it actually...
Oh yeah, Harrison's in the room. What do you think about this?
Don't worry, I'll just casually interrupt your podcast with my interjections. You're welcome, Bennett, by the way.
What viewers got instead was Anthony McCartan's script and direction, first by notorious terror Bryan Singer, and then by Dexter Fletcher, who took over when Singer was fired, is a PG-13 treatment of standard 3 acts of a rock star legend. Okay, stop.
I get what she's saying there.
What?
What were you gonna say?
Why is she calling Bryan Singer a terror? Because he's not a bad director by any means.
Yeah.
You know, he directed fucking X-Men.
Which one?
Most of them.
Most of them? Oh yeah, those could have kind of be hit and miss, but yeah, no, in general, he's pretty good.
He's a pretty decent director. I don't know what he's talking about.
As far as the other thing she said, hold on. It was, PG-13 treatment, and was it PG-13 or just PG?
PG-13.
PG-13 treatment of a rock star, and I get what she's saying there. She's basically saying this could have had a lot more if it had just been R and they had gone further.
I guess
they could have gone further with a lot of the story if it were rated R, I'm guessing. And I kind of get it, but also no.
Except no.
I don't really agree with that, but
yeah, just like
I said,
let me read on. Let's see. Malik. Okay, she says that Freddie Mercury is really good. You know,
that's an agreeable point.
Everything the band ever did went exactly according to plan, apparently, until slimy manager Paul Brettner machinated. Can I not read today?
Very clearly not.
No, I cannot. Machinated Mercury's departure from the band and descent into a hellscape of booze and hard drugs. And so, first of all, this is the band's retelling, so I can kind of understand why people are upset, because it's a little, they're painting him as not, an actual person, but more perfection, you know?
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
But, what were you expecting going into this movie? You know, it's Queen. It's produced by Queen.
Yeah.
What were you going to expect?
Well, I think, like we said earlier, everyone went in expecting something different. So when it was So when it didn't affirm their beliefs, they got kind of annoyed, and everyone thinks they could do better. But that's true of almost every movie or video game or piece of art. Everyone, mostly movies, though, everyone expects something going in, and if they don't get what they expect, there's only two modes. It's one, wow, that was surprising, I love it, or B, I could do better than that, and someone else could have done better than that. They should have had that someone else do it. And it's one of the reasons why I don't read reviews for movies. I said that earlier. It's the other reason why I don't read movies is because a lot of the times they will end up harping on either minuscule stuff or just stuff that I personally could not care less about.
This is what you do. You got to read the review after you watch the movie. That way you can get some enjoyment out of it, and you can find some reviews that you can, I don't know, I find them more enjoyable because then I have an idea, I know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I can make my own opinion based off their opinion.
I'm a firm believer of trying movies or video games before reading any reviews, because going in without any expectations generally leads to a more enjoyable experience. Mm-hmm. Especially when you go to movies and you accidentally see a trailer that kind of spoils the entire plot of the movie, which happens more often than I would like.
Do you care about spoilers for Bohemian Rhapsody?
Not really, because it's literally a biopic.
Okay, well, spoilers for Bohemian Rhapsody.
I guess. If you don't already know Freddie Mercury's life.
There were parts of it where I thought were kind of dumb, I will say. There were some really cheesy lines. Like, they have that one part. They have Mike Myers as one of the actors in this, which I thought was amazing. He played a guy who denied Queen, like a record label, who denied Queen. And he's like, Bohemian Rhapsody, no one will ever hear that name. And he's like looking directly at the camera when that's happening. And
smash cut too.
And like, I thought I'm like, okay, are we really doing this? Are we gonna have a really cheesy ass piece of dialogue?
Oh boy, apparently.
Yeah.
I think Queen just wanted that in there for the joke that they wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, Queen will never amount to anything. And then they're like, you'll be always remembered as the label that got rid of Queen. And I'm like, and I'm like, God.
That is just them taking shots.
Yeah.
That's just Queen firing shots.
Yeah, and then there's another part. They're, like, traveling all over the world, but every city they go to, you have, like, the names of the city just, like, come up to, like, Rio, and it, fans over you.
It like, fades in, and then almost like it's fading past you.
Uh-huh.
I know that.
They have those, but it's, like, in neon colors.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's really dumb, and it looks like a fucking film project when that happened. Like, a student film thing where someone's just fucking around with the editing. Like, when you're in elementary school and you're just fucking around with PowerPoint edits?
Yes.
That's what it felt like.
I do that now in college. I just mess
Rio!
around. I do the
New York City! London! And shit like that. Tokyo!
In the editor's defense, transitions are the most fun part of a PowerPoint. And I imagine it to stand true for movies, too.
And then, God, there was this, towards the end, they did Live Aid. And what I really commend it for was that it recreated their Live Aid performance. And Live Aid, if you don't know, was a really big concert back in 1985 to raise hunger for kids in Africa. And they raise money. Fight hunger. Right. No, they raised the hunger. They made them hungrier. They took all their food. And it was a really big deal, and it was Queen's biggest performance because it was televised, so they were performing for, I think, 1.5 billion people.
Yeah, a lot.
And so that's how the movie ended. And so it was actually a perfect recreation of their Live Aid performance that they did for the last 20 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
my God. It was amazing. Even the Pepsi cups on the piano that Freddie Mercury played on were in the perfect way.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. That was stellar. I will say it does go on for a bit too long. It's 20 minutes is the end.
Oh.
And so even though you're bopping to it and you're really like, yeah, just nodding your head and you look at the audience and they're doing the same, it's 20 minutes.
Yeah. So on one hand, you're bopping to some good music and enjoying yourself. On the other hand, it's just a long music video. And you kind of wanted to see a movie.
I mean, it's basically a televised concert.
Yeah.
Is really what it is. You know?
I
and also, big spoiler.
Oh,
so,
boy.
there's this one shady manager that they had. What was his name? It was something like, it was something, I can't remember, but it was Paul whatever, their old manager, who was also Freddie's, like, ex, I think. That's what I got from the movie. Basically, they have that whole scene where it's like, I need you out of my house, and I need you out of my life forever. And he's like standing in the rain, you know? And then you have Under Pressure just like playing in the background, like ding, 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 ding. And I thought it was a weird music choice.
It
like,
is.
I know why they chose it, because, you know, it's Queen, and you have to choose music from Queen's library.
That still feels weird just from the description you've given.
Yeah, like kicking around, put my brains on the floor.
All right,
These
stop.
are the days.
All right, stop. We don't want like to get copyright struck.
No, they didn't get Bowied. And then what he does is that he just walks away from the house. You know, like dramatic.
Yeah.
But the entire time I'm like, wait, Freddie, where are you going? Your house is the other way. Freddie, what are you doing?
What?
Why are you walking away from your house with no wallet or no?
Wait, he got
No
kicked
money.
out of his own house?
He kicked him out of his own house.
Oh,
right?
I didn't. Oh,
No, Paul.
wow.
He kicked Paul out of his house.
Oh.
And then he walks away from his house.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Movies do. It's like really dramatic movie moment.
They wanted a dramatic walking away shot.
Movies
and
do
they were
that-
gonna fit it in there no matter what.
Yeah, movies do that all the time, but I always think it's so stupid when they do that, because I'm like, you have no money, you have no one to go to, where are you gonna go?
You're just gonna walk back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? I don't know. Well, overall, I thought it was fine. Thought it was
good.
okay. Whatever.
Don't read reviews.
Oh,
Oh man,
That was a
please
big
yawn,
yawn.
louder.
oh.
Cut to whale noises. Oh man.
Oh, God. Anyway.
I continue to do, like I said at the beginning, I don't do much other than get other people to play Magic with me. I got my mom to play Magic with me.
How'd that go?
It's still going. She plays the MTG Arena, and she's relearning how to play Magic because she used to play it. And it's a fun way to spend time together and play games. It's
You
fun.
have a family of nerds, don't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh man. Okay, so one thing that's very interesting is that my family is apparently the best family of any of my friends that I know.
How so?
Well, starting off, my parents are exceedingly chill.
How exceedingly chill are they?
Well,
They're so chill. No.
they're so chill that my rule in school was as long as I'm not failing, and is like a C or better is what they needed to not do anything. And then if it went below a C, they were like, hey, let's fix that. But for the most part, as long as I was passing all my classes, they didn't give a shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, they were awesome.
If I had anything lower than a B, my mom was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Harrison, I assume the same?
Oh yeah, they clap really loudly into the mic.
Oh god. But no, my family's also nerds. Like anytime there's a new Marvel movie out, it's generally me, my mom, my stepdad, and my sister. I'll go out and see it together.
Wow. My
Yeah.
parents hate movies.
Oh, that's
That really
unfortunate, 'cause-
confuses me because I fucking love movies.
Yeah, that's that counterculture. And yeah, also we play board games a lot. I like my family. Shout out to mom that's listening to this podcast.
Hey, look at that. My mom's a character.
Oh yeah, I remember that. What's LeBron's second favorite sport, Bennett?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Call back to the first episode.
Fuck you. She does that all the time. She's like, God, she asked me to buy fruit the other day, right?
Great start.
She wanted me to go out and buy some fruit. She wanted fucking tomatoes, okay? And she's like,
Ooh, let's have this debate.
yeah, she wanted.
But no,
All
continue.
right, she was like, you know when you get fruit, you want them to be kind of firm,
Yes.
You know, you don't want them. You want one of those squishy ass.
I stock fruit for a living. Yes.
Yeah, like those grapes. You know, you only want the firm grapes because the squishy ones taste like like garbage.
My job is to make sure none of those are on the floor. I know how to pick fruit.
Yes. Okay. So she wanted tomatoes that were firm. She's like, get the firm ones, okay? Not the soft ones, the firm ones, okay? Like boobs. You want the firm ones. And I'm like, Mom, what?
Wait, she actually used that description?
Yes, okay, like boobs. And I'm like, Mom, what? Excuse me?
You see.
Mom! We had guests over, too.
Oh, beautiful.
And like, my mom's my mom, and she's like, boobs. And I'm like, I'm giving her this look of just like total confusion.
Sometimes.
And just why.
Sometimes I'm pretty sure parents do that just to see their kid's reaction, and they're laughing more at the reaction of their children
She's
than anything
always
else.
like that, though.
I know that, but I imagine a lot of the time she's laughing more at your reaction to what she said.
Yeah, that's true.
My family has told its share of dirty jokes, so I'm no stranger to someone saying the word boobs.
What's the best one?
Oh boy. Well, the time I called my stepdad a motherfucker, and he said, "That's what I'm trying to do."
That's a great joke. Shout out to Sam's mom who's listening to this podcast.
She married him. She knew what she was doing.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, my family's great.
Yeah. So we're going to have to wrap up this podcast. I told you we had to wrap it up pretty early because we are out of time in our recording studio that is also a storage closet.
Absolutely. I think this is also a teacher's desk.
Is it?
I see like to a very special teacher plaque and some other stuff.
Oh god.
Like music appreciation tests in a stack.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh, the piano's done.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that like 20 minutes ago.
How about that? All right.
That's our cue.
Makes you think they drove us away.
That being said, thank you for listening. Give us a like, share us with your friends, leave a comment,
Absolutely
whatever.
Leave a comment. We're always looking for stuff to talk about.
So that being said, I'm Bennett. This is my boy Sam.
What's up?
And we're going to see you next week. All right.
See ya.
See you guys.